even if you don't quite understand all the terminology or the words that he's using. I tried to read a couple of books that Christopher Hutchinson wrote prior to his death. And, you know, he's one of the phenomenal debaters and speakers of our time, one of the smartest dudes around. But his books were so over the top, and there's a lot of books like that, but those were the ones that I kind of got exposed to because I liked him as a person, and as an individual, I took an interest in what he was writing, but clearly could not comprehend everything he was talking about because it was just beyond my vocabulary. And I can be honest about it. I'm sitting here talking about it, drinking my coffee, but even to this day, I have a couple of books in my library of his, and I still haven't picked them up again to read them because I reread a lot of my books. I've got some favorites. There's books in there that I've read 5 times, but I'm not ready to pick either one of those books up again because I don't feel that I'm ready for it yet, and I don't want to lie to myself and say, yeah, I'll pick up the book and start spending more time with the dictionary next to me so I can look up the books, because that's a struggle. And, you know, it could take you an hour to read a chapter, maybe longer, if you're going to look up words, especially with Christopher, because his shit's over the top. So, anyways, let's see where we're at. Step 1, we got the table upside down. We got the control assembly on. We insert the burner ejection into the pipe. I haven't connected the electrode wire into the valve, which I'll do that next. Note, with the help of a friend, I didn't have a friend, I had Mr. Tucker. Adjust the distance between the ignition pin flame. Adjust the distance between the ignition pin and the flame orifice to be about 4 millimeters in case of ignition failure. If the ignition failure issue happens. Where's the ignition pin? They don't show me, gotta put my glasses on, they don't show me the pin. Alright, there's a valve, there's a wire. There's the pin. There's the pin. Where's the, oh, okay, so the pin is in, I guess, a burner plate. Where is that at? Do I need to flip this table over? I might have to. Because underneath this will be the flame, will be the pin. Okay. Not a big deal. Let's recheck our bolts. Pretty good. As my buddy says, bravo, bravo. Stop over tightening everything. So, you know, hanging out at a motorcycle shop, there's, you know, I guess the difference between a motorcycle shop and a car shop is there's a lot of finesse that goes into a motorcycle. You know, especially if you're working on a motorcycle that is, you know, $20,000 plus. It's a lot of plastic, and you have to finesse. You have to have a, listen to Tucker shit. Hey, Tuck. How about relaxing? How about trying to relax? You know, this is why if you were a kid back in the 70s, you'd be like me. They'd be doping you up with lithium, and you wouldn't even know where the fuck you're at. It's okay. It's okay. Drink some water. Chill out. I gotta get you a bone or something. See? You gotta redirect him. I'm not the dog whisperer, but I've had so many dogs, and they all seem to be a little rowdy when I got them. So Tuck and I had a terrible relationship when we met, but we had to work on it. It was like a bad marriage, except it was, I would have got arrested for domestic because we were physically fighting. He actually bit me. Tried to bite me a few times. It's okay. It's all right, big guy. It's all right. You are okay. Nobody's going to bother you. You can relax, enjoy the cool weather. You're a pretty dog. Yes, you are. So, anyways. Where the hell was I? So, yeah, talking about, you know, motorcycle maintenance and service. You know, my friends there would basically allow me, I guess I could tighten this down. No, I don't want to tighten it down. My friends would basically allow me to, you know, work on my bike there, especially when they were busy, because they just didn't have time to get me, you know, in and work on my bike, you know. Of course, it's kind of nice to learn how to do certain things. And I'm not talking about changing sprockets, I'm talking about basic maintenance, you know. So, over the years, I've been there enough and watched him enough. And of course, Bravo is always, you know, he's just a natural teacher, instructor. He's always trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? Guide me, you know, express in an academic way what he's doing and why he's doing it, especially if I ask questions. And, you know, I mean, unless you're brought up building things all the time and that kind of stuff, you know, it's like anything else. It's like, you know, you're not going to be a long distance runner unless you're a long distance runner. So the same applies, but motorcycles take a lot of finesse. They're very easy to scratch, damage, break, over tighten stuff. And as Brian would say, yeah, sometimes I overdo it. So with that being said, I've learned a lot from those guys. So it makes other projects a little more easier. Hey, calm down. Calm down. Yeah. Hey, see, gotta redirect. It's okay. See, you're all tense. Look at you. Look at you. You're like a prostitute in a whorehouse and the cops are showing up. Yeah. Shh, it's all right. I know, it's the little one. Yeah, redirect. It's okay. It's all right. Hey, John. Good, sir. All right, see? You just redirect. Nobody's bothering you. Lay down. Lay down. I'm working over here. So, where are we at here? So, just go over this real quick. Secure, burner secure, ignition wire or electrode wire is in place. I have a feeling that I need to turn this upside down for a second. Yeah, so let's see what this says about this. Adjust the distance between the ignition pin and flame orifice. So here's the flame orifice, that's the pin. So that is 4 to 5 millimeters in case of failure, if ignition failure happens. Well, I think that looks pretty good myself. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. I think we're good here. All right, let's move on to page number, looks like we're 9. Step number 2, folks. Attach front legs. Oh, great. So we're going to be able to stand this puppy up. Attach front leg E. Back left D. I got those over here with 12 bolts. So it's obvious these must be these.